here.
Okay, cool.
And right
All right, cool. You're in?
Action!
Action!
You know, my first elk hunt was me and Goat, my brother and his brother. We went to Colorado and we camped out in 1976 was our first elk hunt. And we had a tent and all that stuff, and we camped and walked, and we didn't kill no elk, but we saw some different country, and it just kind of stuck with us. So we've been elk hunting since 1976.
You know, years ago, we would always elk hunt in Colorado. And Colorado's not bad as Idaho, but it's pretty much this way and this way and this way. And the older you get, and we kept watching these TV shows, and New Mexico was kind of doing this. And so we thought, you know, that might be better for us than anything.
1, 2, 3. Love God, spend time with your family. Be kind, uphold the law. Or a few things you can do to be like Paul.
Oh, we ain't got a little fight to it this morning.
Go to work, go to church, keep your word, that's all she wrote. Or a few things you can do to be like God.
Many thanks to the good Lord.
If you want to be like Rev, get in the word when you awake.
Listen, keep your faith.
Jesus right along every step you take.
And if you want to be like Hank Parker, he puts God first in everything he does.
And we do things the way it was.
All right, we headed out to Compass West Outfitting in New Mexico on our elk hunt. This is the first time we've both been out there together with rifles. All right.
And you know, me and Goat, we've hunted all over the West with different outfitters here, there, and yonder. And here several years ago, we wound up, I got a tag in a different unit from Goat, and long story, but I wound up with Chris and them with Compass West.
I was out there hunting too, but actually in a different unit. And so Lynn went with Chris Geikema with Compass West Outfitting. And for a week, I was seeing and hearing nothing. And every night he would call and say, man, we had 10 bulls bugling and we had this, that, and the other. So we decided we knew who we wanted to go with from now on.
We've killed elk and just have a good time and know we're gonna have a good experience.
The Way It Was is brought to you by Schwacker Broadheads.
All right, the place we're going in New Mexico is Compass West Outfitters. And Chris Geikema is the outfitter out there.
Tim Port. All right, Tim, where's you from? Missouri. Missouri.
If y'all looking for an outfitter, you need to check out Compass West. One of the reasons we were looking in New Mexico was we hunted them mountains in Colorado for years and years and years, and me and Goat worked for an outfitter up there, and them old mountains, they started getting steep and the air got to running low, so we decided we need to get in some lower country that wasn't so rough. And so that's why we headed towards New Mexico, and we found lower mountains and bigger bulls.
He made us some walking sticks, and believe me, that helps when you're going up any kind of incline or down or so forth. I keep my walking stick in the truck all the time now.
What did I tell you about these shooting sticks?
You done made us some shooting sticks.
Well, these are
Not shooting sticks.
Please said you call them trekking poles nowadays.
Oh.
This is walking sticks. I mean, all right, here's little ingredients on this thing. That's 6 inches.
Yeah. Here to there. That's 1 foot, from here to there.
Yeah.
So if you need to measure something, see how tall it is, you know that that's 6 inches.
Yeah.
A little better than 6 inches to the bottom of the truck. You want to measure a foot, it's a foot to the top of the truck.
They're walking sticks, but they're also redneck raculators. He's got the bark carved off one end at like 6 inches and like a foot at the other end, and the stick's so long so you can walk up there and you can measure your elk pretty quick.
I think that thing's 50 inches, so when you kill that elk tomorrow, you put him across there and see how wide his spread is.
You stay in what he calls a tent camp. But that's not really what it is. He's got a nice big, I won't call it a lodge, but a central building where they do the cooking and the eating and so forth. And then tents set up around it, but they're up on wooden floors and it's just like being in a cabin. Man, you can see we roughing it to this place here. This is our first night. We get to go in the morning. I just met my guide, and Lynn said, "You excited?" I said, "Sure do."
We need to be over him. Little pride, get us a little coffee.
Whatever you want to do. I guess if you want to come over for breakfast and coffee, come over whenever you want. 4:30, 5.
If we're gonna leave by 5:30, we'll be over here at 5:50, yeah, something like that.
I figure I got 2 more hats left in me.
Yeah.
So if I can get 20 out of this one.
Man, you said 20 out of that one, that puts you at 91.
That's what I'm talking about. I got time for it.
Yeah.
I got time for it.
Well, if you up here hunting at 91, Brandon, how old you be 20 years from now, Brandon?
Oh, 68 or 9.
Oh yeah, y'all can stagger around and still find a bull somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, are we ready? Are we ready to load up?
Whenever y'all are ready.
I think I'm about ready.
A few minutes, I guess. Pick up that one more.
All right. We're good to go with my new 300 mag Benelli and my Vortex scope. And I just heard a bull bugle. All right.
The Way It Was is brought to you by Hybrid Light.
You know, elk hunting is one of my favorite things to do. And I've killed elk. I've killed elk with rifle and compound bow. I've yet to do it with my longbow, and that's on the bucket list. I've had my opportunity now. Don't get me wrong.
It's the closest thing to turkey hunting as you can get. But it's a little bit harder because that elk's got a nose and a turkey doesn't.
Let's get right around this tree. We'll get you set up. There he comes, there he comes, there he comes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's still got a gap up there to the right.
Maybe he'll come back out. Here he comes. He's coming back out. Here he comes. Whenever you're ready, take him.
He's good there.
Shoot him.
Oh, you hit him good.
What happened? You hit him good. You hit him good. You hit him solid.
I'm a 308 man. I love 308s. But everybody was saying, oh, you don't need to take a 308 out there, you know. Well, I had a 7 mag, a disposable rifle, years ago, when he was like, I guess it's been 35 years ago. Smith & Wesson used to make long guns, and they had a 7mm mag, barreled action. They discontinued it, and so they marked them way down to nothing. So I bought one. Well, Brown Precision stocks, they'd pull a reject out of the mold every now and then. I bought a reject stock, and I put it together. And there was a scope company that was going out of business. I bought one of those scopes. I didn't have $200 in the whole thing. and that's what I've been shooting. I named it the Click of Death. Ugly old gun, you know, just all rusted up in the stock, all beat up. But it was a killer.
Yes, sir.
And so I was going to bring it. And I think Cape had his doubts. He walked in, I guess it was like the first week of September, second week of September, something like that. He had a Benelli box on his shoulder. And I'm like,
I thought I had a shotgun.
yeah. I said, you got your new shotgun? He said, no, this is for you. I said, well, I don't need another shotgun. He said, well, open it up. I didn't know Benelli made a bolt action rifle. I hadn't kept up with it. And it's in 300 Win Mag. And I'd been saying something about I need a 300 Win Mag. This past turkey season, we were in Missouri. There was a store going out of business, and I went in to see what they had, and they had an ammo rack. They had everything marked down 90%, including their ammo.
Holy moly.
Man, I went to grabbing ammo, you know, and I had 4, 5, 6 boxes of 300 Win Mag. I told Lynn, I said, I got to get me a gun. I got the ammo now. He said, I've never heard anybody buying ammo first. You know how long I've been wanting to do this?
The Way It Was is brought to you by 3 Rivers Archery.
Alright, this is our first morning. It's just now getting pretty good light. We're doing a little spotting, a little glassing. We got a lot of country out here to look at. So, you see how much daylight we have. And I think goats already done shot.
We've had a good day.
Beautiful day.
We looking hard. We're gonna find one.
If you've been following us, you know this about us. We're not professional cameramen, and we don't always have camera guys with us when we go hunting.
I don't even know if it's working. I can't see nothing. All camera, all Odom, optimizer setting. There you go. Okay.
And so we're going to share footage with you, and that's why we call our show The Way It Was.
These are beautiful, beautiful elk. And Brandon called him in just like a big old gobbler. He came in strutting and gobbling. I couldn't video and shoot, and Brandon was calling and keeping up. This would have made a heck of a video, but folks, we got back straps on the ground right there and a nice bull. And he did like he was supposed to. He came in just strutting and gobbling. So what do? Pull the trigger.
We do things the way we used to, but you know what? Our footage is just the way it was.
Now the work's fixing to start, ain't it?
Work's gonna start.
Okay then. You know, we've hunted and hunted and hunted on these guided hunts, and never have me and Goat both killed the first morning.
Okay then. Me and Goat done wrapped up New Mexico.
In one day.
One day. Shortest elk hunt we've ever been on. We loaded up. We've been to head to Kansas and chase them whitetails the rest of the year now, huh?
We've been trying to double.
We doubled.
You know, this elk hunt was special in a lot of ways, and several reasons I can think of. We tried to double on everything in the world, deer and turkeys and you name it, and always there's something going on. It's hard on the recovery, it's hard. It's just lots of things that don't work out. Well, opening morning, I think as soon as you could see, bang, I shot, and just an hour or two later, bang, Lynn shot. We both had our elk. They were both laying right there. We could get a vehicle up to both of them. So, man, by noon on the first day, we're done. About 3 hours apart. 2.5 hours apart, really was it.
Yeah. Goat shot when it was light enough to kill, and I had to wait till about 9 o'clock till the sun got up. So we heading back to Kansas, and y'all keep up with us. We might have a double back there tomorrow.
You know, on this episode, you've got to see Lynn and Sid out in some big country. And I tell you what, anytime I'm outside, and especially I'm a lowlander, right? We're out here in Louisiana for the most part, but when we get to go to places like New Mexico or Utah or just anywhere out west, and things just get big out there in the mountains, it just draws your heart to the one who created all of this for us. And in fact, there's a verse, it's in Hebrews chapter 1, it's verse 10. Listen to what it says. It says, "You, Lord, in the beginning laid the foundations of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands." You know, I know for me, I can't help but see God's handiwork in all of creation. Whether it's looking at a mountain, watching the sun come up, watching the world wake up, hearing the birds, being out in His creation, I see God's hand in it. It's what we call general revelation. He's revealing Himself in general ways through His creation. And so I want to encourage you this year as you get out and you're out in God's creation, I want you to think about the one who created all of this. And think about this. He not only created this for us to enjoy, but He created you for a purpose. You've got a purpose in this life, and He wants to know you and have a relationship with you. In fact, that's why He sent His Son Jesus here to die for us, to die in our place so that we can connect to the one who created us and created all of this for us. That's how much He loves us. Have you ever trusted Jesus as your Savior? Have you placed your faith in the one who created you? We would love an opportunity to talk to you and answer some questions that you might have about God and His Son Jesus. In fact, you can go to the website at the bottom of the screen, inthehunt.org, and you can type in those questions that you have, and you can visit with individuals on a live chat format. Hey, thanks again for watching The Way It Was.